For this week's report, voters approve budget and warrant articles at town election. The scaffolds are down and the windows are installed on the new face of the IOKA Building. Rotary Club gearing up for the 10th annual Stuff the Bus food drive. Public Works presents Pickpocket Dam feasibility study. Youth Art Month takes over the Town Hall Art Gallery. Parks and Recreation goes over spring programming. And an update from the Exeter Public Library. For Exeter TV, I'm Gabe Perez, and this is the Exeter Biweekly Report. Let's get started. For our first segment, Exeter held its annual town and school election on Tuesday, March 12th to decide budgets and warrant articles. Bob Glowacki has this recap from Election Day.
22% of Exeter's 12,131 voters came out on Tuesday's town election to cast their ballots. With a slightly new configuration at the check-in desks, voters were able to be processed more efficiently and move through the new voting booths for the second time since their purchase last summer. We caught up with Select Board Chair Nico Papakonstantis during the election to learn more about how the process was going so far.
I've been here since 7:15 this morning, and I think with the exception of one lull, we've had a steady stream of folks coming in to vote. This is our local ballot. This is where our tax dollars are decided, the school is decided. So just seeing the community come out and support the ballot and hopefully support the projects is just it just makes the day worthwhile.
Later that night, results were read aloud to the public and town staff that were eagerly awaiting the news on the budget and warrant articles. Here's a quick rundown of some of the results. Article 4, to raise $17.5 million for the purpose of a net zero design and construction of a new police station and fire substation, passed with 1,639 yes votes to 945 no votes. Article 5, relating to the water, sewer, and drainage improvements in the School Street area, was approved with 1,789 in favor and 698 opposed. The town operating budget was passed, and Article 13 for a new Planet Playground also passed. Town Manager Rustine was pleased with the outcome and looking forward to moving projects forward.
I think it was a great night for the town. All of the articles passed, except for one, and the one article that didn't pass was not recommended by the Select Board 0 to 5. So police station and fire substation project is obviously a large-scale capital improvement for the town, and I've been saying all along that it's a 30-year improvement, and it's an investment in our public safety infrastructure for the future of the town, and I think people are going to be excited about this project, and it is something that internally we are very excited to get going on.
While most people interact with elections when they vote, some volunteer to make sure local elections are possible.
So we couldn't do this without our volunteers, and that's typical with all of our town government, right? With all our committees and boards, but particularly during elections, whether it's the ballot clerks, the supervisors of the chat lists, the moderator, assistant town moderator, we have greeters, the select board are here, and just so many folks coming together, some working the whole day, some working partial days, but the goal is to make it easy for folks to vote. We want to make voter accessibility, as best as we can. I just can't say enough about these volunteers to come out and serve the community during the elections.
Full election results can be found on the town website. And be sure to sign up for the town's newsletter to stay up to date with news and developments related to the various projects approved at this year's town election.
Work on the historic IOKA Building is progressing, and the developers have granted us another inside look at ongoing renovations.
Our last visit ended just as the masons were erecting scaffolding along the sidewalk in front of the IOKA. This was in preparation for the start of work on the face of the 109-year-old building. Work commenced just after Christmas and took several weeks to complete. The first task was a relocation of the 3 large sandstone markers that identify the structure as the Mayor Building. These sections and 2 smaller sandstone end caps were relocated to the top tier of the building. Moving these historic markers was no easy task. Fortunately, the masons performed their work flawlessly. An early January snowstorm delayed the start of work on the new roof, but did not delay the arrival of the elevator. The elevator was delivered in a dozen various size palletized boxes. Some of the taller boxes barely made it through the only entrance to the IOKA, the front door. Once inside, each box was unpacked and the technicians began to assemble the elevator piece by piece over the course of the next 6 weeks. Back on the outside of the building, the thin meshing around the scaffolding was replaced with heavy tarps. The tarps trapped some warmth and protected the face of the IOKA from the elements as masons moved on to their next task, cutting the openings for the 5 new windows on the upper floor of the building. The new windows offer panoramic views of downtown Exeter, as well as the historic bandstand and the Exeter Town Hall. With the windows completed, the masons started the cosmetic repair to the brick face of the IOKA. The old cement grouting was filed down and replaced with new mortar. While the masons were working on the face of the building, a January thaw melted all of the snow that had accumulated on the roof. This allowed crews to start a major task that had slowed all other interior work until its completion, the installation of the new roof. The new roof was installed over the course of 4 days. A special low-temperature adhesive was used despite the relatively mild winter temperatures to ensure a watertight seal was achieved. With the new roof finally installed, crews set out to complete the process of closing off the building to the elements. The final exterior glass doors and windows were installed on the street level and lower riverside level of the building. The interior ceiling-to-floor glass doors and windows that define the new main entrance hallway to the IOKA were also installed. With the building now watertight and protected from the elements, crews started insulating each floor of the building, a messy task that will take several weeks to complete. We spoke to Florence Ruffner of Ruffner Real Estate, the listing agent for both the IOKA and the former Travel and Nature store. We asked Florence about how it felt to finally have the IOKA project well underway after the building had sat vacant for almost 12 years.
It had been neglected for a long time. It had gone to foreclosure. There was a tree growing out of the roof. It really essentially needed everything. The developers who purchased it have done a wonderful job. It was quite a project, but they were experienced, which that building had to have. There will be 8 residential units upstairs on the 3rd and 4th floor. The ones on the back of the river obviously have decks overlooking our beautiful river. It's flowing beautifully right now. And the 1st floor is retail, and the lower level that has a beautiful deck right on the river. That could either be a speakeasy or a restaurant, and as you know, we have so many fabulous restaurants in Exeter right now. We have become a destination, and you need reservations in Exeter now.
As the calendar turned a page from February to March, a new page was turning in the history of the IOKA building. As the tarps and scaffolding came down from the face of the building, they revealed for the first time the new 5 windows in the upper level of the mayor building. The installation of new doors, windows, and canopies along the street level will be the next task performed. The work completed to date allows us a first glimpse at what will be a restored look of the mayor building. Crews are currently working on installing 3 new sections of canopies that will be keeping the original historic look of the IOKA. The IOKA lettering that will run vertically along the face of the building will be installed later this spring.
The Rotary Club and other local organizations are coming together to help the St. Vincent de Paul Food Pantry. Here's some information about their upcoming Stuff the Bus event.
For its 10th year in a row, Exeter's Stuff the Bus event has served the community by providing donated food through the food pantry at St. Vincent de Paul's Community Assistance Center. With the assistance of locations such as Market Basket, Shaw's, and Hannaford, and buses provided by the YMCA, the event runners ask you to come down and help stuff the bus on April 6th.
This is our 35th year of serving our Exeter neighbors that are in need, and we do not want any of our neighbors going hungry. We need the help from our community. Our demand and the numbers of people that are coming into our pantry has increased significantly. We are seeing a 40% incline of new clients who have never been here before, and we have 33% increase of returning clients.
In the last 9 years, we have raised over $125,000 in food equivalent, and we're looking to make our 10th year the best year yet.
With help of the community and volunteers, we can see events such as these provide more and help give back to the community.
And with the help of the Rotary Club, we are able to get our shelves full.
We're seeing a huge need with a lot of our kids and families that come in that really are struggling. And if you can support, share a little, buy a bag, fill the bus up and support our families, that'd be awesome.
People are trying to make ends meet, and more people right now need help. We're gonna really hit through stuffer bags, we're gonna fill the bags up, and we like to do it because it's a feel-good thing for the community. This whole community needs our help so bad, and I see it every day when they're shopping, and we want to take a little edge off of life for them and make them feel a little better.
We want to invite the community. Not only can you donate at any of the 3 local grocery stores, but we invite you to actually come and volunteer and help get the word out and inform people about how they can participate on the day. If you'd like to join and volunteer, please visit exeterrotary.org for more information.
The Pickpocket Dam was discussed last month at a public information meeting in the Exeter Town Hall. Will Tapley has this meeting minute recap for the Pickpocket Dam feasibility study meeting.
Welcome to your meeting minute for the Pickpocket Dam feasibility study public meeting that was held on February 27th. The meeting was held in order to inform and hear back from the public on the topic of Pickpocket Dam. The dam is located on the border of Exeter and Brentwood and does not meet dam safety standards. The town of Exeter hired a consultant to develop and evaluate alternatives to bring the dam into compliance. A draft feasibility study was created to present the evaluation of potential impacts and solutions. Community members gathered at the town hall to hear a presentation on the feasibility study and to provide their feedback and ideas to the town.
Some type of dam has been there since 1652. This is an ecosystem that is hundreds of years old. The damage caused by dam removal cannot be mitigated or reversed. More study from an independent and objective source is needed before such an important decision can be made. Thank you.
I have to say, every day in Exeter, we are destroying the environment with our gateway, with our impervious surfaces, with our buildings, with our tearing downs. This is our one small chance to mitigate something that should have been done years ago. There's no purpose for that dam. There's no purpose.
And I just wanted to say my family has had property on the Exeter River since 1959. We're all still there. When we use the river constantly, we're constantly enjoying it and loving it all year round. And this would be a great detriment to lose all the recreation that everyone gets out of it in Exeter.
That timeline feels to me awfully aggressive. I'm very conflicted about the whole thing. Financially, I believe it's the right thing to do to bring it down. Environmentally, I believe it's the right thing to do to bring it down, not necessarily for fish, but for water temperature, oxygenation, things like that.
The public comment period for the feasibility study continues until March 21st. Questions and comments can be sent by email to pickpocketdam@exeternh.gov or mailed to 13 Newfields Road, Exeter, New Hampshire. To watch the full meeting, visit our Exeter TV YouTube page.
There's a new art show in the Town Hall Gallery highlighting young artists in the community. Will Tapley has more.
March is the month we celebrate the creative young minds in our community during Youth Art Month. Support these talented kids by visiting the Youth Art Gallery at the Exeter Town Hall. Discover beautiful works of art from students of all ages, kindergarten through 12th grade. Visit the Exeter Town Hall second floor gallery on Fridays 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. until the end of March.
Parks and Rec is gearing up for spring programming. We spoke to Recreation Coordinator Caroline Thuma to learn more.
Hi everyone, I'm Caroline with Exeter Parks and Rec, and we wanted to start this segment by thanking everyone for their great support at Town Meeting Day this past Tuesday. We have some great upcoming events. First, I wanted to share with you the Egg Hunt, which will be on March 23rd at 10 a.m. at Rec Park, located at 4 Hampton Road. We do recommend arriving early as parking fills up pretty quickly, and we want to make sure everyone has time to get to the field for the great Egg Hunt. Again, that's March 23rd at 10 a.m. The rain date, of course, will be on March 30th. Spring sports registration is open. This year we have registrations for soccer, t-ball, lacrosse, field hockey, track, and fencing. We've had such great success with our senior trips, and we're excited to bring you a full summer of wonderful offerings. Please check out our website, exeternh.gov/recreation, for a full list of our upcoming trips. On March 27th, we're headed to the Museum of Science, and there's still a couple seats left if anyone is interested. We're excited to bring you a new camp this year. Newest to our summer adventure camp offering is Little Adventure Camp, and this is a half-day summer camp program for children ages 4 and 5. This will also be held at the rec park and will take place Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. We'll have 2-week sessions, so there's 4 2-week sessions, and registration is open. More information can be found online. We're excited to bring you another summer of specialty camps. This year we'll have 2 weeks of golf camp that'll be held in June and July. We'll also have surf camp, that'll be 2 full weeks, so there's 1 week in June and 1 week in August. Back again for another year is our popular Lego camp. We'll have Pokemon Lego camp for our younger campers and Bash 'em Bots for the older kids. Next week, on Monday, we will begin putting up our tennis nets and pickleball nets on the upper courts. So that means the upper courts only. Those 3 top courts at Rec Park will be available for play starting Monday. Thank you all for listening today. Make sure to check our website for the most up-to-date information. That's exeternh.gov/recreation.
And finally, here's an update from the Exeter Public Library.
Hello from the Exeter Public Library. I'm Condra here today to tell you all about all of the things that are happening at the library in the coming months. We are very excited to be hosting the last of the sculpture lecture series with Uta Tellini on Tuesday, March 26th at 10 a.m. Do not miss this incredible conversation about sculpture through the ages. We are also very excited to be handing out these lovely solar eclipse glasses before the solar eclipse on April 8th. Come on by the library and get 1 pair of glasses per household. We will go over all the rules and make sure you stay safe while the solar eclipse comes to New Hampshire. We are also very excited to be partnering with the Exeter Conservation Commission and the New Hampshire Pollinator Pathways to be providing local seeds and guides on how to tend to local wildlife and promote pollinating plants. We are so excited to be bringing the Southern New Hampshire Ukulele Group on Saturday, March 30th at 10 a.m. to teach how to play the ukulele and perform some fun music. You do not need to bring your own ukulele. They will be bringing plenty with them, so everyone is welcome to try and play the ukulele. We also wanted to remind you that if you have not received a library card that looks like this yet, it is likely your Hoopla and Libby are not working. If you are interested in accessing any audiobooks or ebooks digitally, please stop by the library and update your library card soon.
To view the full library update, visit our YouTube page. That does it for this week's report. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to help us spread the word. And head over to the town website and subscribe to the town's email newsletter to get this show and other town news sent straight to your inbox. We'll be back on March 29th for the next edition of the show. For Exeter TV, I'm Gabe Perez, and this has been the Exeter Biweekly Report. Have a good weekend, Exeter.